Did you know that one small habit, something as simple as squeezing a lemon into your drink, could be either helping or hurting your health, especially after the age of 60? I know, but here's the truth. Every year, thousands of older adults in the US deal with unexpected digestive issues, kidney stones, and blood sugar spikes, often without realizing the culprit might be hiding in their kitchen, right next to their favorite lemon. Now, I'm not here to scare you away from lemons. In fact, lemons can be a wonderful ally for your health. But when mixed with the wrong foods, they can quietly create problems that most people don't talk about. Problems that show up as bloating, fatigue, or worse, a trip to the ER. So in today's video, we're going to uncover the truth. I'll walk you through the top foods you should never combine with lemon, especially if you're over 60. And then I'll share safe, powerful combinations that can actually support your digestion, immune system, and joint health. This isn't just another list of do's and don'ts. This is a real conversation about small choices that make a big difference. So stay with me. If you enjoy lemon water in the morning, or like to squeeze lemon onto your meals, this video could change the way you think about food. And just before we begin, if you think you've been doing it right, type 1 in the comments. If you've never thought about it before, type 0. Let's start with the first food you should never mix with lemon. And not just milk, but all dairy products like yogurt, cheese, and even the creamy splash in your morning coffee. Most of us grew up thinking dairy was always a good thing. It's comforting, rich in calcium, good for strong bones, right? But here's something many people don't realize. When you mix lemon with dairy, especially after age 60, you could be stirring up a recipe for real digestive discomfort. Here's why. Lemon juice is high in citric acid. When this acid meets the calcium in milk or yogurt, a chemical reaction happens. The acid causes the milk to curdle. Yes, it actually starts to separate into lumps and liquid. And while that might sound like a simple kitchen experiment, inside your stomach, it's not so fun. It can lead to bloating, heaviness, and that awful feeling of food just sitting there, not digesting properly. Younger folks may not notice it, but after 60, our digestive systems slow down. We produce less stomach acid and fewer enzymes. So a 65-year-old drinking lemon yogurt or having a lemon milkshake might end up with gas, discomfort, or even diarrhea. And they may not know why. Science backs this up. A study published in Food Chemistry found that citric acid significantly alters the protein structure of dairy, affecting how it's digested. Another study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults absorb less calcium when acidic compounds are introduced in meals. Here's a real-life example. My neighbor Joyce, a sweet lady in her 70s, swore by her detox habit, warm milk with lemon at night. But she kept waking up bloated and queasy. Once she switched the lemon for calming chamomile, her symptoms disappeared. It wasn't magic. It was just better food pairing. So what should you do? Avoid adding lemon to milk, yogurt, or cheese dishes. Skip lemon parfaits or creamy lemon pasta, unless the dairy is cooked in a way that neutralizes the acid. And if you enjoy lemon water, wait at least an hour after having dairy before you drink it. Now let's talk about something sweet, but not in a good way. Whether it's your morning pastry, a slice of cake, or a teaspoon of sugar in your tea, sugar is everywhere. And when you mix sugar with lemon, especially if you're over 60 or managing blood sugar, it can quietly work against your health. Here's the deal. Lemon contains citric acid, and that can slow down how your body processes glucose. Normally, after eating sugar, your body releases insulin to help absorb it. But studies show citric acid can interfere with insulin's job. So instead of handling sugar efficiently, your body lets glucose linger in your bloodstream. That causes spikes, and later, crashes. And this is a serious issue for older adults. Nearly 1 in 4 adults over 65 has type 2 diabetes. And even without a diagnosis, insulin resistance increases with age. One study from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that acidic foods reduce insulin sensitivity. by up to 20% when eaten with refined carbs. That's enough to make you feel sluggish, dizzy, or hungry again soon after eating. Over time, this puts stress on your pancreas and increases your risk of metabolic syndrome. Here's an example. My friend Frank loved his afternoon lemonade. Fresh lemon, 2 spoons of white sugar. But he kept feeling wiped out after lunch. His blood sugar was all over the place. Once he switched to unsweetened lemon water and ate sweets separately, his energy and focus came back. So if you love lemon, enjoy it on its own, or pair it with naturally sweet foods like berries. Avoid combining lemon with refined sugar, white bread, candy, or syrups. And if you do have sweets, give your body time to process before adding lemon. Now, let's talk about foods that seem healthy, but can be risky with lemon. Spinach, beets, peanuts. These are oxalate-rich foods. On their own, they're great, but mix them frequently with lemon, and you may be setting the stage for kidney stones. Oxalates are natural compounds in plants. When combined with acid, like lemon juice, they can bind together to form tiny crystals. Over time, these crystals can grow into stones. And older adults are more vulnerable because kidney function naturally slows with age. According to the National Kidney Foundation, adults over 60 are more likely to develop kidney stones. Diet is a huge contributor. A study in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that diets high in oxalates and acids had a higher rate of calcium oxalate stones, especially over age 55. Think about it: a spinach salad with lemon dressing, a beet smoothie with lemon juice. Seems healthy, right? But over time, that combo can backfire. Linda, a 68-year-old client, drank beet juice with lemon every morning. She believed it was detoxing her liver. After 2 trips with stabbing back pain, she found out she was building up oxalates. Her doctor helped her switch out the beets, but keep the lemon. No more stones. You don't need to eliminate spinach or beets. Just avoid pairing them frequently with lemon. Use olive oil or vinegar instead. Save lemon for other meals. And drink plenty of water to help your kidneys flush things out. If you've had kidney stones or have reduced kidney function, talk to your doctor before mixing lemon with oxalate-rich foods. Now that we've talked about the risky pairings, let's focus on something more encouraging. Smart lemon combinations that are actually good for you, especially if you're over 60. These simple pairings can support digestion, boost your immune system, and help reduce inflammation and joint pain. Let's start with something warm and sweet. One of the best ways to enjoy lemon safely is by combining it with raw honey. Not the processed kind in the bear-shaped bottle, but real, unfiltered honey with natural enzymes and antioxidants. When you mix raw honey with warm lemon water, not hot, just comfortably warm, you create a soothing tonic. It's been used for centuries to support digestion, calm inflammation, and boost the immune system. And the best part? It tastes like comfort in a cup. Let's break it down. As we age, we produce less stomach acid. That makes it harder to break down food and absorb nutrients. Lemon provides mild acidity to kickstart digestion, while the raw honey coats the stomach lining and soothes irritation. Together, they make digestion easier and gentler. But there's more. Honey also supports your immune system. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology found that the polyphenol in raw honey can help fight off bacteria and improve immune response. Add in the vitamin C from lemon, and you've got a natural immune booster that works better than most store-bought supplements. My neighbor Joe, who's 72, swears by his warm lemon water with honey every morning. He says it keeps his throat clear, his digestion smooth, and even helps with his seasonal cough. So how can you make it? Squeeze half a lemon into a mug. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey, local if possible. Then pour in warm, not hot, water. Stir gently, and sip it slowly on an empty stomach before breakfast. It's a small, daily act of care that feels almost like a ritual. Just make sure the water isn't too hot, or it can destroy the helpful enzymes in the honey. Next up, A golden combination with serious healing power. Lemon, turmeric, and a pinch of black pepper. You've probably heard of turmeric. It's the warm, yellow spice used in curry and traditional remedies. But when you combine it with lemon and black pepper, you unlock something pretty amazing. Joint relief, liver support, anti-inflammatory power. Turmeric contains curcumin, the compound that gives it its healing power. But curcumin isn't easily absorbed on its own. That's where lemon and pepper come in. Lemon's acidity helps activate curcumin. Black pepper contains piperine, which boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000%. So, when you combine all three, you're giving your body a natural anti-inflammatory boost. This is especially important as we age. Chronic inflammation is linked to arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. And let's not forget the liver. Your liver works hard to filter toxins, medications, and processed foods, especially as you get older. Lemon and turmeric together help stimulate bile production, which breaks down fats and flushes out waste more effectively. I've seen this combo work wonders. My Aunt Kathy, who's 67, struggled with joint stiffness for years. She started drinking a homemade detox shot every morning. Warm water, fresh lemon juice, a quarter teaspoon of turmeric, a tiny pinch of black pepper, and sometimes a dash of cinnamon. After a few weeks, she noticed less stiffness in her hands and more energy during the day. It became a part of her morning routine, just like brushing her teeth. If you'd like to try it, start small. Turmeric can stain and has a strong flavor, so adjust the amount to your taste. And always stir it well, so the ingredients don't settle. Think of it as a golden boost to your morning. A little zing, a little spice, and a lot of healing. Last but not least, let's talk about ginger, one of nature's best remedies for circulation and digestion. When combined with lemon in warm water, ginger becomes even more powerful, especially for those over 60, dealing with cold hands and feet, sluggish digestion, or joint pain. Ginger contains natural compounds, called gingerols and showgales. They help increase blood flow, ease pain, and reduce inflammation. Lemon adds vitamin C and a metabolism boost. Together, lemon and ginger create a warming tonic that feels like a hug from the inside out. This is especially helpful as we age, because our blood vessels become less elastic and our circulation slows down. A warm drink made with ginger and lemon can gently dilate blood vessels and help warm the extremities. Ginger also helps digestion. It stimulates saliva and stomach enzymes. And when paired with lemon, which promotes bile production, they support your gut like a dream team. If you deal with bloating, gas, or that heavy feeling after meals, this drink can bring real relief. There's science to support it. A study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that ginger improves gastric emptying, helping food move through your stomach faster. Another study in evidence-based complementary and alternative medicine found that regular ginger use helped reduce joint pain and stiffness. To make this drink, peel and slice about ½ an inch of fresh ginger. Add it to a mug with lemon juice. Pour in warm water. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes, and sip slowly. If you like a touch of sweetness, a little raw honey fits perfectly. You'll be combining 3 powerful ingredients in one soothing cup. So, now you've seen the full picture. Lemon isn't just a tart little fruit. It's a powerful health tool. When paired wisely, it can support your digestion, reduce inflammation, and gently warm your body from the inside. At this stage of life, it's not about restriction. It's about being smart, listening to your body, and making small, loving choices that add up to big results. If you learned something today, type 1 in the comments. If you're still curious to try it, type 0. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a gentle, powerful wellness tip. Take care of yourself because you deserve to feel good every single day.